quick and easy dinner. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am clearly on a pasta cake because cannellini, and I'm making another pasta dish. I was craving some spicy tomatoey pasta that I had in a restaurant called Upper East Side in, where is the place again, Hazelwood. They actually made it especially for me because all of their things have cream, and lactose intolerant, I didn't want to have cream that day. And we're gonna try and make that spicy sauce, and we're gonna bake some chicken. So let's get into it. First, I'm starting with the chicken. That's gonna take the longest. Chicken thighs over here. I'm just making 2 servings of this, and I'm gonna start spicing it very simply, starting with some mixed herbs. You know I love my dried herbs. I like to go heavy on my spices. That's why I like using spices that do not have salt in there. Crushed garlic, ground paprika, white pepper, liquid smoke to mimic like bride meat vibes. You don't need a lot, and I just used a lot. And to season, I've been obsessed with seasoning my chicken with soy sauce. Bear in mind, this is dark soy sauce, so it's gonna color the chicken quite a lot. The chicken might look a bit burnt. It's gonna be black, and that's what I use for seasoning, like salt. And I forgot Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce goes right in. I like to be generous with that. I love the flavor it brings to chicken. Mix all of that. Can you see how deep this color is? That's what I said, it's gonna look black. Got an oven safe dish here. I'm gonna place this in the oven and bake this until cooked and nice and crispy. Behind me over here, I got my water boiling for my pasta, so I'm gonna start cooking my pasta right now because the sauce is gonna be super quick. So I am gonna do a few things differently from that sauce. That sauce was plain. They just made it with Napolitana sauce. I ordered not exactly what your girl ordered, but we gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. So I got my pan on the stove. I'm gonna be generous with the olive oil. An onion that I've diced small. I've got some cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna add them in here for them to blister. Let me grab a few and wash them. Now I'm obviously gonna cause the oil to splatter. While that's going on, let me add my spices so they can start to bloom. Starting with mixed herbs. You guessed it, ground paprika is also going in. Now for the spice, I'm gonna go in with a generous amount of crushed chilies. That was a lot. And now, also being different, I'm adding mushrooms, which weren't in that sauce. I'm gonna add a bit more oil to this. Got 3 garlic cloves. Yep. Got 3 garlic cloves. I'm gonna crush them in here. Canned tomatoes, like that, you know. A splash of water to loosen it up. A little bit of sugar to counteract the acidity, and a crack of salt. Black pepper. Turn the heat down and let it simmer. We're waiting for the tomatoes to soften up. Our tomatoes are nice and softened, so I'm gonna smash them like that. I got my pasta right here. I'm gonna add it right in. I used fusilli because I love how the sauce can grab onto the nudes. I'm gonna turn the stove back on, so just on low heat, just so it can come together and add a bit of the pasta water. See how the sauce is getting into the noodles like that. Love it. Adding in a knob of butter. That's gonna add some luxurious niceness, unctuousness in here. Just look at that. It looks so yummy. Look at that sauciness and the glossiness you're getting from the butter. You can't tell me nothing. Let's check on our chicken. Like I said, the chicken is gonna come up looking very black because of the soy sauce. The skin is nice and crispy. But I want to make this barbecue chicken, and I didn't want to add the barbecue sauce in the beginning because it was going to, the sugars in the barbecue were gonna burn. Just on the top, place this back in the oven just for the barbecue sauce to stick onto the meat, and then we serve. As I promised, very dark in color, but very flavorful and not burnt at all. Let's finish off with pasta with just breaking in fresh basil. How yummy does that look? Let's serve it up. Grate on some cheese. Look at that. I love it. Our chicken thigh. Quick and easy dinner. And that's how you make a quick and easy dinner. This was so quick. Spicy, tomatoey. Perfectly seasoned with that soy sauce and sweet from the barbecue. This is the perfect weekday meal. I should have added some green beans to this to add some greens. Thank you for joining me on this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up because it helps me. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe if you feel like it. See you next time. Bye bye. This is so good.